Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make yet another brick house. I have absolutely no idea what number this house is, so I'm not even going to try. The only thing that I can tell you is this house is kind of ugly. But I love it though. I don't know why it is. I like these weirdly little designed tiny houses. It's kind of my thing. If you want to make it, here's what you're going to need. You will need some stone bricks, some regular old bricks. Grab yourself some stone brick stairs, some stone brick slab. You will also need some glass pane, and I don't think you will, but you may as well grab the glass block anyway. It's free, just take it. And I think that will do us. You may also want to grab some doors and some clay and what have you, but really all you need is all of those materials that I have right there. So once you have those, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'll be making it right here. You'll want to kick off your house with a row of 6 stone bricks coming directly up from the floor. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that, a nice vertical row of 6 stone bricks. And once you have that, you now want to take this 6th block, this top block right here, and you want to go to the right of it by 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And connect this 9th block to the ground to give you a nice little archway shape, like this. I know all of my videos start this way, guys. It's starting to creep me out as well. Once you have your archway shape, you now want to return all the way back to this 9th block, and you want to go right of it by a further 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then connect that 9th block to the ground to give you what should in total be a nice little double archway shape. Once you've got that taken care of, we can now continue. So what we now want to do is take each one of these like corner blocks, these connection points right here where like the vertical rows of stone bricks connect to the horizontal row of stone bricks, and you want to extend each one of the 3 connection points coming towards you, each by 9, which sounds complicated, but really all you want to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See? Fairly simple. Then connect each one of those 9th blocks both to the ground and connect them all together as well to give you a shape which should look, once I've finished it, I've almost finished it guys, really close, which should look a little bit like this. So you just want to have 2 little box shapes. Really easy. Once you've got that taken care of, we now want to do a very similar thing again. So we now want to take each one of these 3 corners that we now have the connection points, each one of the 3 again that we've now formed, and we want to again extend them coming out in front of us, coming towards us by 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you just want to connect all of them together. But you don't want to connect all of them to the ground. You only want to connect the most far left 9th block to the ground, and you also only want to connect the middle block to the ground. You just want to leave this most right hand side corner block, this 9th block, you just want to leave that alone because this is kind of going to be a balcony and we don't want it connected to the ground. And this is a perfect time to tell you guys this. I know a lot of you guys like to know this information. So once you've got all of that connected together, just to show you, this is where the entrance is going to be. It's kind of like a double entrance where it's going to be here and here, kind of like in the center of the house if you can imagine it. Let me give you a bird's eye view to show you what we've made. We've made essentially just like a grid shape, just a nice big plus present looking shape, and the entrance is just going to be right here. So you'll just be able to walk in, say hello to your neighbor Ted. How's it going, Ted? Just walk in here, entrance here and here. And once you've reached this point right here, we can continue on. So once you've got all of the ground floor framework done, which is essentially what we've just done, we can now do the 2nd floor. So Coming all the way to this center row that we have here, like the center vertical row that we have here in the center of everything, the center of our big giant plus shape, on top of this block right here, you want to do a row of 9 stone bricks coming directly up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Kind of like a lightning rod just sticking up out in the center of everything. And what you then want to do, once you have your row of 9, is starting with like the front face. This is like the front face of the house. Starting with the front face, you want to, starting from the 8th block in our row of 9, you kind of want to do this. You just want to do like a diagonal row, like coming down towards the front side of the house. You want to do this. It's kind of easier to show you rather than it is to explain. So you just kind of want to like form a triangle shape with like the center row of the house and just like with the edge of the house like that. And once you've done that to the front, you want to do the exact same thing to like this side part as well. So you just want to take this block right here and just do a stone brick and then just like connect it diagonally to the end of the house. If you guys can see what I'm saying, I think that I'm kind of fumbling the explanation for this, but it should be fairly obvious to see what I've done. So you just want to kind of like have like a triangle shape like this. And what essentially that is, it's kind of just marking out where the roof's going to be. It's really easy. And once you've done that, what can we do next? What shall we do next? We have a choice, guys. We can either do all of the walls, or we can do the roof. You know what will probably make everything a little bit easier is if we fill in the entire second floor before we do anything else. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll be filling in the balcony section, which is this front right hand section of the house, in with stone bricks. And then I'm not sure what I'll fill the rest of the floor in with. I think I might... You know what, I'll probably use black stained clay. That's really my favourite flooring material at the moment. I go through different phases, but at the moment it's definitely black stained clay. However, you can fill the balcony in with whatever material you might want. Bricks would probably look good as well. And of course you can fill the floor in with whatever material you want. However, I'm a massive fan of black stained clay. I don't know why, I just like the colour. A really deep brown. Reminds me of dark chocolate. I don't know. I really like the colours, so I'm just going to fill the entire second floor, and probably a little later on, I won't be doing it on recording though, I'll dig out the ground floor and I'll replace that with black stained clay as well, but it'll just make placing the walls a little bit easier on this on the second floor of ours, so, you know, it's probably in our best interest for us to do it now. And we had to do the balcony anyway, and odds are you guys would be doing the interior as well, and I have to do the interior, so may as well get it done now. Why not? Why not? We've just got one final section left, and then we'll do the walls, and then we will do the roof. So we'll probably take care of the second floor walls first of all, since we're already up here, may as well. So once you guys, like me, have completely filled in the second floor with whatever colour scheme you may decide to use, that's looking a little weird, isn't it, from the bird's eye view. Once you have completely filled in the second floor, we're now going to fill in the 2 walls that exist on the second floor. So the 2 walls are just going to sit directly behind these 2 triangle shapes, and they're going to go a little bit like this. Let me do it for you guys and then show you guys the end result of it, because explaining it may be a little bit tricky. So let me just, as I said, let me do it, and then I'll just show you what it wants to look like, because it's not as if it's difficult to do or anything, it's just hard to put into words, as is most of these tutorials for me. So just got that there, and then we've just got a little bit of a brick entrance right there. That's a nice little doorway. Yeah, we can leave that there, that's no problem. So, what you want to have is something which should look a little bit like this, just to show you from like the outside looking in. That's what we've just made. Can you see, it's kind of just difficult to explain and what have you, what you actually have to do, but it should be quite obvious to see what you've just done there. And you want the wall to just be positioned back like 1 row in relation to the triangle framework. And once you've done that there, you want to do the exact same thing just here as well, just directly next to it. So let me see if I can do this. It's kind of hard doing it in the reverse view, so let me see. My plans are only set up one way. Then we've just got these stone bricks underneath the regular bricks. Then we've got the glass pane underneath the stone bricks. Like that. And then we've just got a little bit of an entrance here. So just from the outside looking in again, this is what you want to have for the two walls that exist on the second floor of the house. And once you guys have done those, I hope that's a good enough view to see what you have to do. If not, just to give you a view of one, they're both the same. Once you've completely taken care of both of those walls, we're now going to take care of all of the walls that exist on the ground floor of the house. So, coming down to the ground floor of the house, we'll take care of the two entrance ones first, and then we'll do all of the rest of them. So, taking care of the entrance ones first of all, let me do this. You know what, it might be easier if I kind of just like make them all brick, and then just kind of carve the pattern into it. It'll probably be easier instead of me trying to like build the pattern in. So let me just, for the two entrance panels, let me just completely add in all of the bricks. And then I'll just add in all of the stone bricks and all of the glass pane. It's just a little easier than building it in, as I said. And let's get a little bit of light in here as well, just so that we can see properly. So there we go. So here we want to have a pattern which looks a little bit like this. Is the pattern that I'm trying to form, it's kind of like an upside down triangle sort of thing. You guys might see what I'm talking about once I've actually formed it like this. Then we knock out these blocks. Again, just like with the second floor, these two panels leading to the entrance are just completely the same as each other. So you just want to have something for these two panels that should look a little bit like that. That's the first one done. And once you've done that, pause this if necessary. Of course, you just want to do the exact same thing here. So let me just take care of this. Hang on. Yeah, one away. I just had to make sure that I was getting that right. Knock one out here, join them diagonally, like this. And then all we have to do is just make the entrance, which will take a little bit of inspection since I seem to have done something a little funky on the plans. So you just want to start off by having these two entrance panels the exact same as each other. They just want to look a little bit like that. Fairly simple, right? Not too hard. Once you've got those taken care of, now things get a little bit crazier by the looks of things. Let me see if I can discern what I've actually done here. So I knocked out these two blocks, it would seem. And then I put stone bricks here and here. And then here. And here. Let me see if I'm getting this right. I'm not exactly sure what I did just by looking at the plans that I have, guys. Oh, I think I've done it. So I had them leading up like that, and then I think I put some upside down stairs here, but I kind of like it as is. So I just made the entrance a little bit crazy. You guys can see what I did. Just to give you one half first. Again, it's symmetrical, so if you can manage the one side, you can do the other side. You just third row up, place a stone brick, then bottom right diagonal, down one, right one, and then you just kind of follow it up with stairs. It shouldn't be too hard to do, and you should end up with two little entrance panels which should look exactly like that, which aren't too difficult whatsoever. And once you've got those taken care of, we can now take care of the entire rest of the ground floor. So pause this if necessary, of course. Once you have got that completely taken care of, we can do the rest of the ground floor. So you know what, I don't know why, it's just easier for me, and maybe for you guys as well, I'm not entirely sure, if I just completely fill in, like, all of the panels, all of the empty panels in with bricks, and then I carve the pattern into them after the fact. I just find it faster, I find it easier. That's why I always usually do it like this in my tutorials. I might just leave the footage of me doing this in here. I might just continue with this. Maybe I won't break it up. I don't think it will take too long. Yeah, I'll leave it in here. So you guys just have to do the same thing. What you're essentially doing is you're just doing a layer of regular bricks that just sits one block backwards in relation to the stone brick outline of the house, or the stone brick framework if you like, and it's just kind of like tracing all the way along the inside of the house, and eventually this is just going to connect to the opposite side of the entrance. So you know, once we've done it, and we're not too far off really, it's a little bit tedious, but we've just about finished. what you want to end up with is something which should look, let me show you guys a sideways view, which should look a little bit like this, which isn't so difficult whatsoever. And once you've got the blank canvas, which is your red row of bricks, completely taken care of, this is what you want to do next. And you're going to be doing this in every single one of those empty stone brick panels. So let me just show you. Let me show you, and then we can do this for all of them, since it's all the same thing. Let me see. I think the reason I find it easier to kind of just like start off with just like the blank canvas of the stone bricks is just because glass paint is such a pain to work with, and you don't have to swap around the blocks all the time. So that is what you want to have for every single spot on this house. By panel, I quite simply mean the empty space that's kind of just like centered around in this rectangle shape. It's rectangle shape. Every single empty space like that just wants to be completely filled in like this. So pause this if necessary, of course. Once you've got that taken care of, I don't think you'll find it so difficult to just go all the way around the house and just do the exact same thing. Did that slightly wrong. Very easy. There we go. I was just working out what I did there. I knew I did something wrong, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I thought it was a little bigger than it was, and of course this is going to take a little bit of time. It's going to add a little bit of time on the recording, but you know, those are the breaks. Them's the breaks. Oh well. What can I do? I could cut it out. That's a fair point, Self. I could cut it out, but I'm not going to. May as well keep it in here. As a matter of fact, I've only got 3 more of these to do. How hard could it be? You know, I'll carve out the pattern and then I'll throw in the glass pane. That's how I usually do things. I usually just like carve everything in, just throw in all of the materials that are needed, and then I do the glass pane, because I find the glass pane just absolutely irritating, and for whatever reason, and it makes no sense whatsoever, I just find it a lot less painless to put all of the glass pane in at one time. Did you like my little pun there? Painless? Oh, yeah. I never claimed to be a comedian, so we've just got this last one to do, and then we've just got to hop all the way around the house and just fill in the empty sections that we've now left with all of this glass pane, which, as you can see, that's why I don't like glass pane. This is an example why, because it does things like that. I just wish it wouldn't. So once all of the glass pane's in, we've then got to add a little bit of detail with some stone brick stairs. Then we have just got to do the roof, which will be really easy, and then we'll be done. There's not much to this house whatsoever. I think that's why I'm leaving this in, because this house tutorial, it shouldn't really take you too long. It's pretty simple design. So once you've completely finished going all the way around the house, once you've completely taken care of every single one of those ground floor panels, we can move on. What we now get to do is take out our stone brick stairs, and we basically just want to go all the way around the ground floor of the house and just place a stone brick stair into every single one of the corners of our individual panels. So just to show you what this side of the house looks like, you just want to have something which should look exactly like that. As you can see, makes the world of difference, makes the house look a lot more interesting, gives it that nice rounded look. Perfect. And you want to have that all the way around the house, so that's the left hand side done. Let's do the back, and we've got the side. We've got a little bit to do in the entrance, although we've only got half of the amount of stairs to add, or maybe not, we'll see. So I'm just going to finish adding all of these stairs. Just got the entrance here. Shall we? No, we won't add any in those corners. I don't want to add any in those corners. On the original plans, I have 2 upside down stairs here, but I kind of like just having some torches there instead, just to illuminate the area. And we've just got the front-facing single panel on the front of the house. And what you want to end up with, let me give you a nice little more artistic view. What you want to end up with is something that should look a little bit like this. Just all the way around the house, you just want to have added 4 stone brick stairs in most cases into every single one of the corners of the individual panels. And once you have that taken care of, we've actually 100% finished with the ground floor of the house. What's next on our agenda, you may ask? Well, gentlemen, ladies, I doubt there's very many, we now get to do the roof. So once you've completely taken care of the ground floor, come all the way up to the second floor and come to this block right here. Can you guys see the block that I have highlighted? It's kind of like this corner block, this right hand corner block. From this block, you want to place a single stone brick stair in front of it, and then going clockwise around the house, so going left of this block, you just want to run a row of stone brick stairs that just goes all the way around the edge of the house. And you basically want to stop when you come in line with the end of the triangle shape. It'll be obvious where you have to stop. Let me show you. You want to stop with your stone brick stairs when you reach this point right here. So you just want to go all the way around the edge of the house with your stone brick stairs until you reach this point right here. And once you reach this point, you now want to start from this position, just 1 block higher and 1 block inwards in relation to this final stair. From this position, place a stair, and then just go the opposite way around until you reach the starting point again. And you just want to keep doing that until you've eventually built up the roof, which is what we're doing. You just want to build up your layers and layers of roof, which is very tedious, although it does get faster. So we've reached this point here, 1 upwards. I mean, we've got the stone bricks to kind of mark out where you want to place the stairs anyway. It should be pretty obvious to you. You're basically just following like the outside of the triangle just all the way around the house, and what you'll end up with is a nice really weird effect with the stone brick roof. It's really cool. I don't know. I really like it. It's kind of a weird shape though as you look at it. It comes to a really fine point, or at least it seems to, but you'll see that once it's finished. So we're just very casually building all of these layers of stairs up. And once we've finished the roof, by the way guys, we've pretty much done at that, although we have a little bit of detail to add to the 2 entrance panels onto the balcony, and we have a little bit to add to the balcony itself, and then we'll be finished, and then I'll mess about with the interior and whatnot for you guys, maybe make the exterior look a little bit nicer as well, and then we're all good. So just building up the roof as we have been doing this entire time. Not got too much of it to add, and this is where the slabs will come in as well. We're just going to add, once we eventually get to the top, we won't be able to add any more stairs, and we'll just have to add a single slab just to give it that nice point. So we've only got a few more layers of stairs to add, 3 more if my math is any good. What did I just do there? I think I placed an upside down stairs. Yeah, I think I did. Not that it would have mattered, but I don't want it here, so just got a couple more layers to add. Easy stuff, of course, but it does take a little bit of time. All the way around the edge here. And I don't think we can add any more when we get here. And then you just want to throw a stone brick... A stone brick slab is what I was going to say, but you just want to eventually, when you reach this point here, throw a stone brick slab directly on top to give you effect, which should look a little bit like this, just to show you the roof. Let me just go around it a little bit. Can you guys see what I mean? That's why I'm fascinated with this thing. I don't know why, but I really do like the effect that you get with the roof. It's a really weird effect. I don't know why I like it, but I do. It's really cool. So once you've completely finished the roof, we just have a little bit more to add to it, and the balcony as well. So basically all you want to do is, coming to this side first, you just want to have the roof overhang onto the balcony just by 1 row. So you just want the roof to overhang by 1 row with your stone brick stairs. And once you reach this point right here, you might be wondering to yourself, what do you do? How do you connect it all together? Well, you add an extra stair there, of course. And you just want to have it overhang 1 row, and it just gives you the cool effect that I'm used to, that I love. And once you just have these stairs overhanging 1 row everywhere, you just want to then place upside down stone brick stairs just below them, which may be a little tricky with the bottom blocks, but I'm sure that you guys will figure it out. If you guys have watched any of my house tutorials in the past, then I'm sure that you will have no problem doing this, and you probably at the very least expected it. So just about finished that right there. Come on. That bottom block is always annoying. There we go. So you just want to have something which should look a little bit like that. Kind of like an alcove now. Oh, whoops. We just missed the extra stair here as well. Of course, if you're going to add the extra stair like hanging over, you just have to add the extra one around the balcony as well, of course. And what you also have to do, coming into here, I completely forgot about this until now. You see where we have this kind of like row of stone brick, like just regular stone bricks here, kind of like underneath the roof? Well, you also just want to add upside down stone brick stairs just below these as well. So you just want to have something which, again, this is kind of weird and awkward angles, but let me do this and then show you guys. You just want to have something which should look a little bit like this. So I'll have to show you one at a time since the roof kind of covers it, but you just want to do the exact same thing with the stone bricks that kind of like sit back in relation to the roof like that, just to kind of round everything off. I don't know why, it adds a little something in my opinion. And once you've done that, what we can now do, which we were going to do at the beginning, but I didn't want to confuse anything, you now just want to add a layer of stone brick stairs that kind of just wraps around the edge of the balcony as well. So you just want to connect that first row of roof all the way together, just going all the way around like that. The reason that I didn't add that in, I didn't want to confuse anything, I just wanted to get the roof taken care of first, so just add a row of stone brick stairs that just goes all the way around the edge of the balcony, and then we just have to put a little bit of a balcony protector on the edge of the balcony in the form of glass pane. The reason that I've placed these stone bricks here is just to give the glass something to grip onto, because it won't grip onto the stairs. There's a little bit of a space, as you can see, which you guys might like, but I don't. So you just want to end up with something, let me just show you how this whole thing looks in total, with something that should look a little bit like that. Looking pretty good if you ask me, and once you've made those finishing touches, the overhanging stairs, upside down stairs on both the actual like framework of the house and under the actual overhang, and the stone brick stairs around the edge of the balcony, plus the glass, plus the stone bricks, you've completely finished everything at this point. So once you have reached this point right here, you've completely finished the house. It's 100% completed. What I'm now going to do, with the tutorial completely finished, I'm going to cut out, I'm going to mess about with the interior of the house a little bit, I'm going to add a little bit of an exterior, and then we'll be done. So I'll be back in just a moment, guys, once I've edited the house a little bit, but the tutorial portion of this is completely finished. And I'm back. So as you guys might be able to see, I've messed about with the house just a little bit. I've done a little bit to the interior. Most of the works went to the outside. Let's take a look at the interior first. As a matter of fact, the game's frozen just because I've saved it. I don't know whether you guys get this, but if I save it to anything other than the actual Xbox's hard drive, it takes ages to save and like transition from loading screens and what have you. Anyway, it's better now. Coming into the house, all I've done here, I've just completely reworked the floor. It's now black stained clay, my favourite, and I've just added in two of the ugliest staircases that I've ever done. I decided to combine nether brick and black stained clay, and I kind of wanted like a double staircase sort of thing. They look absolutely awful, and yet I kind of like them. I don't know, I've got a problem, and I decided I don't know why I wanted the double staircase. I didn't have to have it. I could have put one nice staircase like either in this like front section of the house or in the right section of the house, and like kind of had a free space, but I decided to go with the double staircase, and it's a little fugly, but you know, whatever. So coming all the way up to the second floor of the house now, nothing much here. I've just added a little bit of glass around the holes in the floor because there are many of them. I don't like falling down there. You can still navigate the room quite well. A little bit of space up here and what have you. It's quite a small house, but because of the high ceiling, there seems to be a lot more room than you might imagine. Coming out onto the balcony, we have nothing here, although if you wanted to, there's enough space to put some like plants and maybe some chairs and what have you, but I decided not to. I don't know why. I don't know, it didn't seem to fit with the house. I did try to have like a potted plant like here, but I just didn't like it for some reason, and that's the interior of the house, nothing really to show you. For the outside, so what did I do here? So first of all, I just kind of like, in line with the balcony, just on the ground floor obviously, I just kind of like carved out the shape of like the square shape through some stone bricks, and then everywhere leading up to the entrance I obviously threw regular bricks there, and I kind of like that. That's a really nice effect. And then I kind of wanted to have, going around the house now, I kind of wanted to have like a broken down kind of like in disarray cottage effect. Like, we've just got these kind of like broken path all the way around the house. We've got some like unkept bushes, kind of a bit of an unkept garden, but it's still kind of nice. And then on the third row around the house, I just decided to throw a hedge, and I don't know, it gives you a really cool effect, or at least I think so anyway. I really tried to make this look like kind of like a semi-abandoned cottage, you know, something that was just not, that's just not being taken care of, and I kind of liked it, and I kind of kept all of the symmetry that I wanted with the house as well. Nothing too much to talk about really, didn't do anything too revolutionary, so that's what the house could look like if you put a little bit of work into it. Really easy to do, shouldn't take you too much time, and obviously I used mossy as if I've got a lift, mossy stone all the way around the house as well, just to give it that extra effect. Hopefully you guys like the house. Hopefully you had no problem making it for yourself. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.